Trails West by Maja Anderson, Allison, and Annabella Campbell. Before we take a look at our show, we're just going to take a look at the Oregon Trail that goes from Independence all the way to Oregon City, and then the Mormon Trail that starts in Iowa and other parts of the U.S. and goes to Montana, and it can also go to Salt Lake City, Utah. Manifest Destiny. As your tour guide, Grandpa Hiram, I'll be showing you the story of the Trails West as we venture through the wilderness, encountering mountain men, selling new goods, and hearing rumors of cannibalism. Enjoy the show and come explore. Look over there, it's Jedediah Smith. Jed Smith was one of the many explorers around the parts. He's a very courageous man, and he is leading an expedition to find a route through the Rocky Mountains. Oh no, look out! Well, Jed is a strong and healthy man, so he will recover, but I can't say the same for his ear. There are lots of mountain men around these parts. Some of them are fur traders and others are explorers.
This is William Henry Ashley. He is the businessman who created a trading arrangement called rendezvous trade. This system made individual travelers come to a pre-assigned site to trade with Eastern traders. The rendezvous took place every summer from 1825 to 1840. In that year, silk hats replaced beaver hats as the fashion trend, and the fur trade eventually burned out.
Over here is a mountain man named Jim Beckworth. He's a fur trader, age 25, right here in the flesh. He was born into slavery but became a free man once he grew up. He spends his time catching animals and exploring the wilderness. He and many other mountain men have helped open up the West by investigating new places and creating trails for others to use.
As the mountain men are going through and making new trails, pioneers are taking advantage of these opportunities by traveling towards the West Coast. One of the most famous trails was known as the Oregon Trail. On this trail, pioneers traveled in hopes for a new life, full of riches and freedom from others.
An example of searching for religious freedom would be the group called the Mormons. They settled in Utah and were invited members of the Church of Jesus Christ, Latter-day Saints. They lived in closed communities, shared their goods, and believed in working hard. Despite their known devotion to God, the Mormons made many enemies. The Americans reacted harshly to the Mormons' practice of polygamy, which would allow a man to have more than one wife at a time. There were many attacks on the Mormons throughout the settlements in the Utah area.
Traveling on the Oregon Trail was no easy feat. Many people died on the road to the west, falling off of wagons, getting eaten by an animal, getting poisoned by plants, or getting sick with disease. These were only a small part of the dangers the trail had in store. To help alleviate the danger, many settlers joined wagon trains, groups of people who traveled together. The men would all hunt together and share useful information together, and the women were expected to cook, clean, and take care of the children together. Many of the groups would become joyous, lifelong friends after suffering and enduring so much on the 2,000-mile journey. But another wagon didn't have the same fates. A well-known example would be the Donner Party.
The Donner Party started west in April 1846 to find a new and faster route through the West. They traveled through steep and dangerous mountains. In October of 1846, a huge snowstorm left the party stranded. They were stranded for 6 months and resorted to cannibalism. They ate 2 people and all their horses. Finally, on February 14, 1847, they were rescued.
This was the Trails West.